Yep.
Yep.
Well, yes.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Lairs and Legends. With the holidays and all that, we haven't convened for about a month or so. Last we left off, the party had just prepared everything needed for a funeral for their lost friend and ally, Mikey Sunday. They are in the city of Azure, where Mikey was born, raised, and worked in the guard for a while before joining up with their group. They had just completed a mission to help a town out in the swamps that was dealing with a wannabe lich. Now, unfortunately, they did escape, but they managed to save some people. So that was a bonus. Uh, the party had stayed at one of the most luxurious inns in the entirety of the city of Azure.
Was it all of us, or was it just one person?
Everybody
everyone but
except
one
one person
person.
was staying there because the room that was rented was basically an apartment with like 7 bedrooms.
And it seems like
Yeah.
Albedo.
That's not an apartment. That's
is-
a whole ass house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Uh, and believe we are coming to the next morning where people have to pick up tuxes and get ready for the evening services of Mikey's funeral.
Yeah, y'all can do that. I don't fucking know Mikey.
Hope is not going to do that
I
either.
like to
She will
imagine
respectively
Chomsky
abstain
just
from
comes
joining.
out of the bedroom.
Well, actually, she's probably going to go for Lakine's sake.
Yeah, Lockene is definitely going to want to attend.
Yes. I imagine
Oh, yeah, it's
Chomsky coming out of the bedroom in a pink dress, ready to like go to the funeral. I'm like, I'm all fancied up.
Hmm.
Just a
Thanks for
shirt
that visual,
and a
Chomsky.
pink dress.
And
Something.
and just
to
where
wear
did
to
you get that
funerals.
from?
Oh, I weaved it myself.
Intriguing.
Is pink something that people wear to funerals?
Beautiful pink dress, funeral material.
Normally, black would be more appropriate.
So which one of you guys are not going to this funeral?
I did not know the man very
Perfect.
well. If my presence is required, then I will attend.
Kaiser's gonna walk up to Sar, put his hand on Sar's shoulder. You can play bodyguard. Hope, how many scrolls did you make?
I made none last night.
Well, you can take this time to make them, and then he's gonna start going.
Excuse me.
Uh,
So, how much money are you going to give me for that?
none.
What do you mean, money?
I figured that I would
Mary?
be joining you at the funeral for Lakine's sake.
Oh yeah, the dragon.
Why did you say it?
Sure,
like
it's a
that?
dragon and not.
If you're going to
some...
insist that I do work, I want to be paid.
You're living under this luxurious roof.
No. Do you, if that is the case, then I will move out.
Is this roof luxurious?
60-40 split.
I get the 60.
Kaiser looks at everyone.
Sar just shrugs, like, I don't know.
I don't know what you want from me. I've only got 10 gold.
Ah, fine.
Isn't important in life.
60-40 you.
Very well. I'm gonna begin making spells. Spell scrolls. Kaiser, was it?
Maybe. Why?
You are in charge for taking care of Lakine and making sure she'll go
Sure.
right through this.
Sure.
And
Does a dragon need to be cared for?
she is
It's a
she is broken
baby.
up over her father's death. At least a father figure that she knew.
Hmm.
I never
Fair
knew the
enough.
man, but I was going to attend for her sake. If I cannot be there due to business, I expect somebody to be there and care for her. And she is pointingly looking at Kaiser.
But why the elf?
Because he is so insistent that I seem to be making spell scrolls for them.
Fair enough.
Mm.
You guys want money? I want money.
I particularly do not care.
Do you
Money.
eat?
Sadly,
Yeah.
yes.
What you think about getting rid of that? Costs
Mhm.
money.
Yes,
Get
I
rid
am
of all the
aware.
beer.
I only wish for the necessities in my life, however.
What necessities do you have?
Food, drink, place to sleep. That's really all I need. Sometimes I can forego the place to sleep.
But look, your guard, right? The person you're guarding is the reason we're gonna be able to afford places to sleep. So you don't have to worry about that. And food.
But why do I need to guard her?
You don't. You just don't know the guy. I'm just giving you a role.
I'll accept the rule.
I'm only going to be able to make cantrips at the moment. Everything else that I've got prepared is not that useful.
Well, cantrip doesn't sell for much, doesn't it?
It doesn't sell
would
for
say just
much
let
if
her go
you're
to the
selling to the
funeral.
wrong people.
And who would the right people be?
Merchants.
Merchants don't want to buy stuff for a lot of money.
Merchants have value for things like can value having a quick fix item for their carts. It's not something for them to resell. It's something for them to use on their travels.
Fair enough.
As Kaiser's gonna grab everyone for the funeral ceremony. He's gonna look at Chomsky petting Lakane. You're in charge of Lakane, Chomsky.
No. You're in charge of Lakane.
You see, he's right there. He's already doing the work. Let him be.
She is going to walk up to you and go, I don't think I like the tone you're taking.
With what?
We are going to have words later.
Do
You
keep
have
in
things
mind
to
you
do.
have an entire day before the funeral. The funeral is not until
Oh.
6 or 7 in the evening.
Why is it at night?
That was the available slot Tharman chose.
Darwin shows 6 at night? The fuck? Okay, whatever.
Night owls.
Well.
Plus, there's still daylight at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If it wasn't
Hope
winter
will
season.
probably then take some time to to basically switch out her spells. Specifically, she's going to get Tensor's floating disc.
And as you
Prepared.
guys are having this back and forth conversation, Tharman stumbles into the door on his way out to go get his tux.
Chomsky's just in a pink dress and it's not even the fucking. It's funeral day. He's just wearing
Oh,
it to wear it.
It's funeral day. It's just not until evening.
Oh. I see.
I am not a stealthy square.
Kaiser will be walking out after Darmond.
Am I a pretty girl? Oh, well, you're beautiful.
But the beard certainly pulls it together.
Yes.
Me too.
As soon as I catch Darmond, I'm gonna have a little quick powwow with him. As we
Hey,
go to
man,
get his tux.
What do you need?
Our fucking golden goose egg has opinions.
Yeah, many people do.
Can you imagine being protected by me and a wall? Some random dude we picked up off the side. What more could you ask for? We're the best she's ever gonna get. And she has opinions.
I say she does the work, she deserves the coin. My accent is changing. Okay.
Oh,
I
nice.
feel that.
Practice, practice, practice.
I'm becoming Australian.
That's not Australian.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Knife.
Pulls out the greatsword. No, but yeah, I'll leave it at that and continue walking.
That's it for me. That's it.
Do what?
I walked away. We're done.
We're done.
Okay, well, you easily enough pick up your suit and all that jazz. I know there was some stuff that name slipping
Albedo.
my mind. Yes, Albedo had wanted, so we'll go with that. They got picked up as well. Everything is ready. All you have left to do is kill time until the funeral.
We gotta kill Father Time.
Oh my god, yay.
I mean, I
Sounds
can
like
make
fun.
that happen. You're not gonna enjoy it.
Oh, no.
Sounds like a mighty quest.
For a
Father
group of
Time
level
hears our
20s.
threat.
So, out of curiosity, Tinsa, how many hours until, basically the event?
That depends on when everyone got up and got their day started, but probably about 10-ish hours.
10-ish hours?
Say everyone, yeah. We'll say about 10 hours before the event.
Okay. In that time, Hope will have made 2 Tensor's floating discs and 3 mending scrolls.
All right. You then have 2 scrolls of Tensor's floating disc and 3 scrolls of mending
Okay. That is
to try and sell.
50. Yes. 50 and 45. So.
You and I had a whole math thing worked out for this, and I don't recall what it was.
Well, the whole idea was the time cost for spell scrolls would be 2 hours for every day it would cost.
Yeah, that sounds correct. And I meant like gold pricing.
Oh,
That's what I was talking about.
that's
percent.
actually in the 5.5 player's handbook. So,
Which I still have not purchased.
so basically, the cantrip spell scrolls cost 15
Mhm.
gold each, and um, the first level spell scrolls cost 25 gold each for me to actually make. I did make a little bit of an error last time. So the technically sellable price is the market sellable price is like double what it would cost to make them. So 30 gold pieces for a cantrip and 50 gold pieces for a first level spell. I would want to say that she would be selling at higher depending on who she's selling to. Like if she's talking to a traveling merchant, she's selling these things as something for the traveling merchant to use and therefore would price them a little bit higher.
Makes sense.
So that's all I'm saying. She's also down to 2 sheets of parchment.
You'll have to restock then.
Yes.
Lakane is very happy to have something to munch on,
Mm-hmm.
though it's still very much not a happy baby dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't have anything planned for the day at all. So
Same.
Alright, then let's fast track it to the funeral, if no one's got anything else. Alright,
Ignore these. Don't worry about it for now.
Also, how long is the funeral going to cost? Take.
How long is it going to cost?
it is going to cost you probably about 2 hours of your life.
Okay, if it does that, she is going to make another scroll of mending with that.
She's going to what?
Make another scroll of mending.
You're not gonna attend?
No, she's made an agreement with she's made an agreement that she's going to be making scrolls for the evening with Kaiser.
Ah. Okay. Well, the time does arrive, and those who are attending do show up at the cathedral for the funeral, and all that jazz. The gravekeeper has done a wonderful job, especially given what he had to work with. So Mikey does actually get an open casket funeral. Lakane, as well as the half-orc guard and his family, are all, of course, beside themselves over the loss of a dear friend and a father. Does any the one of the fellowship members of the church steps up to the pulpit and gives a touching sermon about someone who did their best for others, even if their course of action wasn't always the right one. They did their best. And closes out their speech with, does anyone have any words they wish to say on behalf of the dearly departed?
Stage fright.
yeah, that Kaiser's gonna look at Tharman. Do you have anything to say?
Armin sheds a single manly tear and remains silent.
The half-orc stands and slowly makes his way to the pulpit and takes the place of the fellowship person. I knew Mikey for a long time. He was a good man and a family friend. He could be hard-headed, but he knew right from wrong, and he made sure justice was dealt when it was needed. I hope we get more individuals who are willing to stand up and fight for what they believe is correct, instead of losing those we already have. And he will step down from the pulpit and rejoin his family. The service ends. The orc, the gravekeeper, and Tharmand carry the casket out to the plot underneath the tree that had been selected and lower him into the ground. And they bury him. Lakane is an absolute mess, asking why you can't wake him up. He looks fine.
Oh my god.
How is
Event-
Lakane saying this, by the way? Is it in Draconic?
It is in a mix of Draconic and Common.
Okay.
Mikey taught her Common, so it is a mix.
So I'm getting like half of
Eventually, everyone starts to disperse as flowers and such are left at the grave. And the gravekeeper does his job of making everything nice and neat as everyone leaves. The half-orc sends his family on home and heads to the pub where you'd originally met him. Telling his wife that he thinks he needs a drink and some time to just think.
You alcoholics.
What do you all do?
I cry.
I'll go to the pub.
Kaiser will go to the casket and Druid craft some flowers.
They are lovely flowers. Any specific kind?
I never knew Mikey's favorite, so all of them.
You create at least one of each flower you can think of off the top of your head that may have been something Mikey would like. And it's an odd assortment, but it looks lovely. Tharmand, you do arrive at the pub a little after the orc had. The orc's already got a drink, but he's not actually drinking it. He is sitting at a table by himself, and there's another mug across from him that is also full. He is staring into his own and not saying much of anything.
May I join you, friend?
Of course, of course. Pull up a chair.
I'll wave at the bartender to bring me a drink.
And the bartender does bring you just a simple honey mead drink, which is what the orc had ordered two of.
And I'll sit there and drink with him for a while.
No words are spoken between you two. The orc doesn't really drink, occasionally taking rather small sips of his own before he eventually stands, nods to you, and pays the tab for both of you before heading back to his home.
Before you go,
What is it?
and hopefully this would be as he's standing up.
Yeah, you can catch him as he's standing.
Okay. To Mikey Sunday.
He
May he
smiles a
rest
bit.
in power. His battle is over, but his fight will never be forgotten.
The fight will never be forgotten. Thank you. I'm glad he had good friends in the end.
And I'll
And
wait till he leaves and down the drink for Mikey as well.
It's sat for a while, so it's gone kind of flat, but it is still a honey mead brew.
And this is not in a sacrilegious way or anything like that. It is meant as respect.
That is what the bartender assumes, given your heritage. So it doesn't make a fuss of it because most dwarves tend to drink heavily in honor of lost friends.
And I will leave and go back to our rooms.
Does anyone have anything else before you return in for the evening?
Did the people from that I don't know what else to call it other than that fucking barn. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that place.
Yeah.
Oh, the farmstead?
Yeah. Did
Yes,
they come?
Animal.
believe it or not, they did come in attendance. At least the elven woman, the wife, did show up to show respect. Someone had to stay to take care of the farm, but she did come and show her respect. She didn't say anything, but she did arrive.
I would like to find her and ask her if she would be willing to take another smallish dragon to take care of.
You wouldn't happen to be referring to Lakane, would you? I thought
Yes.
surely you all would want to take care of the little one in Mikey's stead.
Chomsky raises his hand.
It's more or less we don't have anything good to provide her.
Chomsky's
We're not gonna
raising
be
his hand.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to take care of Lakane.
Do you?
Yes,
Why?
because Lakane is so cute. I don't want to get rid of Lakane. Plus, it would be very sad.
I have to agree with him on this one. You are essentially what Lakane sees as family, and she's already lost her father. It'd be devastating if she was ripped away from you all now.
Regardless of how devastating it would be, being with us isn't necessarily the safer choice.
I agree, but ultimately that is not my decision.
You already got.
If
we already
none
have
of
a
y'all wish to take care of her, I will be staying at a nearby inn and you can bring her to me. And she will leave you with the name of the inn.
Which is
Fuck if I can remember.
cool.
I had one. I
Okay,
can't find it
Okay,
in
the
my
fuck
notes.
if I can remember
I
What
don't
is-
remember what it was.
Fuck if I can remember. I'll remember that one.
Yes, it's an inn. The innkeeper isn't the best with their memory and kept forgetting the name of his own inn. So
Kicker
that's
for
eventually
short.
what he went with.
Fair enough.
And she will take her leave.
It's up to you, Chomsky.
I would love to take care of Lakane.
You have now 2 pets.
Yes. It would break my heart giving Lakane away.
You all do eventually just trickle in, turning into the night, for the night, one by one. And morning comes. You all get up, you have your breakfast, you do whatever you're gonna do, and I believe this is the last day you've paid for the room. So you will need to get ready to vacate.
What a pity. I liked comfy, cozy room.
Today, we bid farewell to a truly remarkable individual, Mikey Sunday. In a world often painted in shades of black and white, you saw the value in the vast spectrum of gray. Your journey was not defined by the conventions of law, but by the unwavering integrity of your spirit. You fought tirelessly for what you believed in, fearlessly walking the delicate line between right and wrong to champion justice and truth. Your legacy is a testament to courage, resilience, and unwavering commitment to making the world a better place, no matter the personal cost. As we lay you to rest, we honor the life of a true warrior of principles and recognize that you work on both sides of the law, shaped the lives of many. May your spirit find peace and your legacy continue to inspire those who follow in your footsteps. Rest in power, Mikey Sunday. Your battle is over, but your fight will never be forgot. These words are written by Tharmand in remembrance to someone he truly considered a valuable friend.
Fucking good ass speech.
Alrighty. So, when
Yeah,
does...
I feel dirty now because that was AI.
I'm disgusted.
How could you?
You wrote that
So-
speech with AI?
Yeah.
That's a thing? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that was a thing either. I
How
was
do
like,
you guys
God
not
damn.
know this shit was a thing?
Copilot's a hell of a thing.
How long does when does Kaiser get back to the room?
Right around with Chomsky holding, locking it.
So probably not long after the actual service when Chomsky can wrangle Lakane away from the grave.
Yeah. I would imagine by this time, Hope is waiting on them.
Yes.
And she's going to look at Kaiser and go, I believe we need to have a talk.
What?
We need to have a talk about expectations and people, and business.
What are your expectations?
I want to treat you as a comrade. I really do. But you're acting heartless. And I get the sense that you only want me for the money I can provide.
Not true. But go on.
Okay. Tell me, what value do I hold to this party?
To be honest, you have a brain.
Sar waves his talons around like, hello? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Then why were you acting so callous?
Towards what?
This morning, insisting that I do work instead of joining the service. I mean, I understand that I wasn't Mikey's friend, but I could have been there to help console Lakane.
Well, one thing I wasn't expecting to happen, he's gonna point over Hope's shoulder at Chomsky. I wasn't expecting him to care for Lakane as much as he had. Because truthfully, I wasn't going to keep her. I was 100% going to give her to a farm.
Oh my god, dragon meat?
Uh,
Sorry.
Daycare.
No.
And to be honest, I don't want to see Lakane. And it's more or less it's a reminder every day of Mikey. I actually liked him. Weird thing to say since you don't know anything about me, but I don't like anyone. I liked Mikey.
Okay. I will provide you. I will forgive you your indiscretion once. So please, try not to think of me just as your cash cow.
I would never think of you as just my cash cow.
Okay.
You also have air bubbles. I don't know what else kind of a title I could give you to that, though.
Where's my X button?
It's been a hard day. I've gotten 6 spell scrolls made. So, depending on who we sell it to, we might be able to turn quite a bit of profit. Out of curiosity, is there a reason you want money other than just having good places to sleep?
I'm going to give you as direct as an answer I can without sugarcoating anything. I don't come from money. I've never been around people who have. It's the first time I've had it. I want to keep it.
Do you have a goal?
To not be poor.
All right. She is going to then begin talking about how to set up goals other than that.
I mean, that's a fair fucking thing to talk about.
When so Tharman does eventually return that evening then to you guys having your conversation. Lakane has calmed for the most part and is asleep with Chomsky.
Yes.
Go on.
Well, that's it for your evening. You wake. No, I don't believe there's anything else happening in the evening. It is your last night at this inn, and then you guys got to move on.
We gotta talk to people.
Well, first things first, I need to get more parchment.
How much do you need?
Oh, it shouldn't take much. I have the silver for it. Let me see here.
Kaiser puts 5 platinum. Get more.
Trust me.
Kaiser walks away and leaves the 5 platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's going to take it
Now that's a lot of
and not
damage.
return it.
Mood.
Excuse me, lass. Do you mind if I follow along?
Oh, surely. Thank you.
You now have Mr. 5x5 walking with you to a magic shop.
Oh, she's not actually going... Not necessarily going to a magic shop. Let's see here.
Somewhere you could get parchment. You could get parchment
Mm-hmm.
at a general goods store.
Yeah. Actually,
Armin's
she
actually
is-
trying to buy some paper too, so.
actually, with the I'm trying to think of what other things that she. Oh, yes. She's also going to switch some other things out.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
What are your two's passive perceptions?
Oh, let me see here.
13,
15,
13.
13.
15.
Hope,
Yes.
just on the edge of an alley as you're walking past and you almost miss it, you see a poster with a picture of Tharmand on it. It reads "Missing heir to the king, to a dwarven kingdom," and it gives you details on how to contact somebody with a gold reward if found of 500 gold pieces.
Hope is going to take the poster, kind of look at it. So, royalty, I see. And kind of roll it up and put it, basically put it in a pocket.
Now, Tharmand is with you when you discover
Oh yeah,
this.
she is.
You guys are traveling together.
She is showing him the poster, and rolling it
Okay.
up and putting it in her pocket.
Yes. It's true, I am royalty. Just find that the throne doesn't suit me just yet.
Well, we'll just. We can wait.
You two do make it to a general goods shop where you can find paper.
She is going to pay 2 gold pieces to get 20 sheets of parchment.
You are given 20 sheets of parchment. They are crisp, clean, and look very nice for paper.
Okay.
I will pass over. I guess at that rate, that would be 1 gold for 10 sheets.
Yes.
And
1 sheet is a silver
Whatever.
piece.
whatever it costs for a grease pencil.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know that off the top of my head. Hang on.
Let me see here.
Nothing fancy like a quill or anything, just something to scribble out things with. I have some designing to do.
What kind? It probably
The
would cost
making
at minimum a
monsters.
copper, because the closest thing I can see is an ink pen, and that's 2 copper pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want like a grease pencil of all things, it's going to be a copper piece, because I'm seeing the same thing.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
I'll hand over. Yeah, 1 gold and 1 copper.
You are given the supplies.
So what are you intending to design?
Something for killing monsters.
Oh. Interesting. I am thinking
I have to agree.
at some point I'm going to probably want to sell huts for people.
You do realize, for all that talk of not being the cash cow, you are kind of rolling in it.
Mm-hmm.
I might be rolling in it, but I am. I must be insistent that I really just want to do this as a business. I love doing this. And it's not about
Fair enough.
getting money, it's about making money. And the cycle of having to purchase and to make more.
Fair enough.
I will need 10 hours in order to be able to make the hut, though. Scrolls of hut.
Alright.
And 150 gold pieces.
Armin's eyes widen at the price.
Oh, they are worth 300. Maybe more if I can get to traveling merchants. A safe place to rest is very valuable.
Alright then. Shall we join back up with the others?
Yes.
And I assume
had-
we both welcome?
Yep, you head back to the inn to meet up with the rest of the group, who I assume is awake and up and about and getting ready to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sar's packing his stuff.
Such a cozy sleep.
So, what are your next set of plans?
Mm.
Oh,
Who was the one that said to fight the lich?
that was Mikey.
Yeah.
No, who
Well-
gave the mission to him?
Oh, he found it in Traveler's Rest on a poster board.
Yeah.
I think we
So that we
already
would
got
have that on
the
our
reward.
person.
I don't know.
We didn't
who
get the
got-
reward because we didn't succeed.
No, you got a reward.
We apparently got a reward. We got some money.
Yeah.
It was something like 250 or 300 gold a pop.
Yes.
For what?
For managing to save some of the villagers
A delectable reward.
and dealing with the wannabe lich.
Yeah, the quest never said kill, it said get rid of.
This is true.
Then we need to talk to them again.
God damn it.
Oh,
More walking.
also,
You have a cart.
Tensa.
Yes.
Hope is going to want to find a spell scroll of Find Familiar.
A spell scroll of Find Familiar.
Yes.
Alright, give me a second.
She will be looking for it.
And
It's a
yes,
first level
DM, while
spell.
we may have a cart, we do not have horses to pull said cart.
Yes, you do.
If I
Yeah,
remember
we just-
correctly.
Well, we have glue.
I thought you also
Remember
had
glue?
kimchi.
Yeah, and kimchi.
That was
I
Mikey's
thought our
horse.
horses died.
Oh no, no,
No.
you're confusing everything with my campaigns.
Yeah, where
Right.
Tom kills every single horse imaginable.
I mean, it is a viable strategy. If if they're riding a horse, take out the horse.
Yeah. The horse will crush the person riding it.
Mm,
Let's see.
just because your logic makes sense doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
It'd be a common magic item, so you can find one for sale for between 50 and 75 gold pieces.
Mhm. She'll see if she can't haggle that down to 50 gold pieces.
Give me a persuasion check. Oh yeah, you easily talk them down to 50 gold pieces.
Okay. Yes.
And
In fact,
didn't even
you're a
need me
little
off
too-
of the help action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently not. Alright, so what's your group doing next?
Okay. What are we doing?
Try to find.
Are-
Honestly, I want to go to the place where we found that thing. Not exactly the exact place. Like, if it was a quest hall or like a guild or whatever. I want to talk to the people and let them know, like, we got quote unquote rid of him, but he's still alive.
That would be at Traveler's
So-
Rest.
So you got that off of a quest board at Traveler's Rest, and Mikey happened to see the guy who put it up, so talk to him directly. That is the same man you talked to back in the town, and you've already told that he just ran.
And what did he say? I don't remember that. That's the thing.
Money.
He wasn't happy about it, but since the undead are now just basically roaming with like no purpose and they're not attacking directly, he figures they can handle whatever kind of stumbles towards the town. His main concern is if it comes back, and he said he'd contact a one of the nearby cities like Azure to see what can be done about that.
Where are the taverns? I hear they have level 20 adventurers running them.
Whatever level 20 means, sure.
What is level 20?
I think.
Sorry, I don't know. Just give it to me.
Why am I?
Oh,
That
please
sounds
ignore
like
the drunken
it's a
ramblings
board
of a
game.
dwarf.
Are drunk? Are
It's
dwarves
like
always drunk?
it's like 8 in
Indeed.
the morning.
My morning drink, if you will.
Born to drink. World is fuck.
Indeed.
So yeah. Also, Hope is going to take the 2 minutes it takes to get Find Familiar into her spellbook.
All right.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Being a scribe wizard is wild.
3 minutes of playtime.
Which sadly she cannot make scrolls of Liamon's tiny hut right now.
That would be awesome.
That's so cringe.
Oh my god.
It takes 150 gold pieces and 10 hours of work for her.
So are you broke or are you just times?
Oh,
Strap.
broke.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I spent the money spent the money that I could have done for that to get Find Familiar, which is possibly a much more valuable spell.
Kaiser will also convert the 5 platinum bars into the full coinage of platinum.
There is a place where you can do that in the city.
Hell yeah.
They're not happy to have to do it for 5 platinum bars, but they do it.
Sound for. Now I'm fixed.
All right, now you still haven't addressed what your next course of action is.
We still you guys still have that contract for the Drakes.
Yeah, you do.
Mhm.
Mikey was keeping track of your timeline too. How long
Yeah.
you got left?
I don't know.
Kaiser would not have been in any of that. He knows it's a thing. He just knows Mikey took care of it, so I didn't have to worry. So now
Yeah.
I have to worry, so I don't know what the fuck this is.
I'm
Oh,
scared.
no.
I don't remember a thing.
So, how is Kaiser going to address this problem?
Fucking with Tharmand and Chomsky.
What?
You've been a part of this.
I
You're
wasn't
part of it.
paying attention.
That's not my thing.
I heard my name. What?
Remember how we had a? Remember how Mikey was keeping track of like a mission we had?
Oh, the crazy bastard in the tower.
Yeah, do you remember a lot of that?
Nope.
Vaguely, he wanted something about a pink dragon.
Oh no! Either a pink dragon or two red ones. Or both, but the pink one ain't real.
You could always
know
dress
what?
Wakane up in a pink dress.
You know what? Tharman, why don't you give me a history check?
Don't do that to me. How fucking dare you?
You were the
Imagine
one
being a
asked.
noble. Imagine being a noble without history proficiency.
Okay, you actually rolled well enough. You recall you were given exactly 1 year and 1 day to bring a pink drake to the Mad Wizard, who is convinced you can find a pink drake. They're just very rare. His familiar told you to bring 2 red drakes if you can't find the pink drake that the familiar is positive doesn't actually exist. And they need to be alive and healthy.
I think
You
there's
were
a
also-
red herring joke somewhere in there.
Took you long enough. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, damn you.
You're welcome.
You are given a crate of superior healing potions in order to help you along this task. But if you fail to complete this task, well, you signed a contract with the Mad Wizard. Do you want to find out what happens if you fail?
I believe it was along the lines of pay it back and then some.
Yes, it was.
What is the then some part?
Interest.
Oh.
And just so you're aware, those potions totaled
Like
at what?
15
1 point.
grand.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
something ridiculous like that.
No, it was more than that. But yeah,
It was
if you
a ridiculous sum that I didn't bother to remember.
yeah, it was something like 100 grand in debt if you fail to do this.
Jesus fuck.
I'm a king. Fuck you.
God, I feel that.
What is debt to a king?
Narman, do you want to make your people pay for this slip up?
No, that was a joke.
No, absolutely, you should. That it's not you. They should be proud and happy to fucking pay for your misjudgment.
Yeah.
That one might bring shame on the Rack and Crack name.
Rack
Shit,
and
yeah.
crack.
Yeah, it's people
Yeah.
because they couldn't have paid it sooner. It's not your fault.
But yes, you had a year and a day when you signed the contract.
How long has it been?
Oh,
Like a
5
month.
years.
It has been roughly a month.
We got 11
think.
more months. Maybe?
You are also told that the drakes could be found somewhere in the Dracarian Mount, or not the Dracarian Mountains, but the Sourstone Mountains in the dwarven city of Vogdor.
Baldur.
Yes. So you know where you need to go. You know what you need to do. You even remember your timeline and roughly, give or take a 10-day, how long you have left.
All right. Head them up. Move them out.
What happened?
What?
Where?
We're going north.
All right.
Boy.
Lead the way.
Why? Hold.
Ooh, spicy. Hope and Sar aren't a part of this contract.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hope and Sar could 100% dip. They have no claim in this.
Sar has no fucking clue what this contract is, though.
Yeah.
No one said anything.
No, that depends on how much Tharman shared with your group.
I would have spoken it out loud. All of this.
Oh, then yeah, you're fully aware of the massive amount of debt that could come if they don't manage this within a year.
Well,
I don't remember what a drake is.
how much? We can go for trying to get the drakes, but we should have a backup plan. How much do we need to make specifically?
DM.
I don't know why you're asking me.
About
You never
100,000 gold.
specified if it was platinum, gold, or anything. That's why I was asking. You just
No,
said
I
100
didn't.
You said 100,000. That's it.
Uh-huh.
So what is it?
You're relying on Tharman's memory here, not the DM's.
Was 100,000 gold.
Sure wasn't copper. 'Cause I could do copper.
I wish.
All right. I will start stockpiling some gold to put away just in case.
Now,
And-
this isn't the only reason you're doing this quest. You wanted information. And to get that information, you agreed to do this.
Well, Mikey wanted information.
Yeah, Mike, you wanted information, so you all agreed to do this. So now your group wants this information to take down the Blood Rose Syndicate.
Oh god, the splicing. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love how mentioning the Syndicate made you remember.
Forgot the Velociraptor.
Or the butterflies.
Ah, the butterflies are still my
Ah.
favorite. Hope and Sar have no idea about any of this
Yeah.
either.
Sar's just like, man, I don't know what's happening. I'm vibing here.
Just chilling.
Hope is preparing
You
us
got
have
to pay off
no
debt.
idea.
I have no idea about many things that you
Debt,
all
my
have
beloved.
spoken about.
It's okay, Sar. You'll get used to it.
I dislike it.
Right, everyone in the cart. We're heading out.
Chomsky struggles to hop into the cart.
There's a little set of steps that are strapped to the back you can take off to get in.
You get the
Who
handicap
said we
helper
bought
step.
him steps?
They came
This-
with the cart.
Thurman,
This
pull me up.
creature is struggling.
I'm going to have to toss you.
That
They
works.
came- This cart was originally owned by someone who transported food and food goods. They had the steps on there in order to easily stack things into the cart. They
Sure
weren't
they did.
meant for Chomsky, but they work.
Sure, they did.
Up we go, Lakane.
And Hope will
Alright,
begin
so-
pulling. Actually, will she? Nah, she won't be making any more spell scrolls today.
She got a wizard money gang?
Nah.
Nah. Okay.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
I love a nuke. I saw so many missiles and nukes yesterday.
Jeez.
It was
Oh,
great.
interesting.
Went to a local aerospace museum.
Ooh.
Yeah, she got some good pictures too. Anyways, so where's your group going? What are you doing?
We head north.
Just heading to
for-
Traveler's Rest. Yeah.
You said north, but you didn't specify anywhere.
Well, we'll probably head to
North.
Traveler's
Following the
Rest
road.
and
Well, you have many options. You are wanting to head to Traveler's Rest, you can do that.
I
It's
think
on the way.
I think we're heading to Traveler's Rest, stopping in Traveler's
then-
Rest for a bit and heading to Dracarius, then
Mhm.
turning
Yeah, and then
west.
getting supplies for the long road to the Dwarven Kingdom.
hmm
Or you could okay, I'll give you more options when you get to Dracarius. These roads are well traveled, often usually by merchants and the like between major cities and the such. So the roads aren't too terribly dangerous, and there are designated camp areas you can use. So you don't really have any issues on your travel, both to Traveler's Rest and to Dracarius. Now, is there anything specific you have? Hang on, I forgot my days. Okay, yeah, you have about 10 days total of downtime, including time in Traveler's Rest for a day or so if that's what you wish to do. But I hope one of you is now keeping track of your days.
Hope is going to wait until she gets to Traveler's Rest to start selling spell scrolls.
Now, because this place is constant in and out, you can sell them at the higher price with relative ease.
That's exactly why she's doing so. So she's selling spell scrolls of mending at around she's probably going to go for about 50 to 60 gold pieces each, and she's going to sell the tinsel floating disc for about 75 gold pieces.
You managed to somehow. And then from there you've got about 6 days to Dracarius.
So before
Anything?
she goes, let me that's 50 and 300. So she is going to spend 60 gold in she's going to spend 60 gold in incense costs so that she can start making scrolls of Find Familiar.
Okay. You can easily enough find what you need there. With all the people traveling through. Anyone want to do anything else at Traveler's Rest before you move on?
Oh, she also wants to seek out and see if she can't purchase a bag of holding.
I would also like a bag of holding.
Roll a D100.
Oh boy.
I'm afraid you fail to find anyone with a bag of holding available.
That's all
right. Tharman's going to sell off the 200 gold worth of jewelry that he's got.
Should I try to find a bag of holding?
Roll a D100. And Tharman, you can easily sell it for its price.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, you also fail to find one.
I could find a knockoff bag of holding that doesn't even work. And be painted pink.
Lord have mercy.
Look up something.
I would like to purchase full plate armor.
Jesus. What are you planning on doing?
Nothing.
Roll me a D100. See if you can find that at Traveler's Rest right now.
31.
Unfortunately not.
Wins.
There are some sets of armor for sale and such, but because they're transporting things, it's mostly light armor. And the occasional medium armor piece.
Could I try to find a little backpack for Lakane? With like a little flower on it?
There is not going to be one that size. You would have to have it custom made. Lakane is
Oh.
like the size. Lakane is tiny.
Oh yeah, I forget. Lakane can fit in my pocket, right?
Yeah, Lakane
Jeez,
can
big.
pretty much fit in your pockets. Well, not yours. You're too small yourself. But most people's pockets.
She can fit in my hat.
Yes, you can.
Looking to buy some materials here. I thought I had an image, but I don't.
What materials?
Steel.
What
Not
kind
iron,
of
but
steel?
steel.
What kind of steel?
Mm.
Ingots.
Steel ingots?
Workable steel, yes. Possibly a greatsword blank, so nothing sharpened.
I do have the Great Sword of Wounding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to double check. I have it written down. Let me double check.
Yeah, I believe that's your primary
Oh.
weapon. You could also roll me a D100, but don't get your hopes up because most irons are going to come from the mountains. So they've already got, we're sending it to this smithy down in Azure type thing.
Yeah, and if I remember right, Traveler's Rest is basically one giant inn.
Yeah,
that
it's
has
basically
become a community.
Yeah, it's basically just a giant HUD where all merchants pass through.
Okay. Yep. That's
And
fine.
they have their own security forces with their own rules, and Dracarius kind of lets them handle this area.
Yep.
So laws
I'm
may
assuming
be
a 26 is
subject
no.
to, huh?
I'm assuming a 26
Oh,
is a no.
unfortunately, you don't find any that people are willing to sell to you. You do find some at that roll, but they've already been purchased, so they are on their way to be delivered. They tell
And
you
that's also for
they
the-
will tell you you'd have better luck in Dracarius or going to the Dwarven city of Bogdor yourself.
Okay. And that is also for the blanks, right?
Correct.
Something that's already vaguely sword shaped.
Yep.
Cool. Carry on.
Oh
All right,
yeah.
anyone else got anything they want to look for while they're here?
Another.
Nah, not myself.
Hey, Tharmand,
Hmm?
when you were looking at the steel, did you catch your own reflection?
Maybe.
Big perception check.
Oh boy.
Frezza.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten.
I did until just now.
I'm confused.
I'm about to see my skelly friend.
Ooh, yeah, you do. And it is right behind you when you spot it, and you spot it next to your reflection.
Ellie friend?
Yes, the
I
skeletal fox.
Yes, yours was vaguely vulpine.
I'm intrigued.
I think Chomsky is like one of the only people that's not new that didn't have this occur.
Yep.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. That's for them to worry about. Also,
it's that one
Garmin,
SCP that you see out of the corner of your eye all the time,
Malo.
Wooga.
basically,
and it
Yeah,
gets worse and
basically.
worse.
that's basically what it is.
Question: is it out to kill you?
They haven't figured that out yet.
Oh. Well, if it's not, I want one.
Mood.
Well,
Pick the nearest nerve.
the curse hasn't been spread to you, so don't worry about it yet.
Sanest furry reaction ever.
I know, right?
Yeah, as a furry, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. uh, it is like right there too. Also, this is the third time you've managed to spot it.
How did I just now learn about this?
Yeah, check character art on September 8th.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I posted an image of it for you.
Time to scroll up. Oh wait, that cute little thing?
Yes, except it stands taller than Tharman.
Most things do.
He's basically
Yes.
I
5'5".
resent
Even
that.
I'm taller than Tharmand.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It stands taller than Kaiser does, but you guys
I
don't know that yet.
care if it kills me. I want one.
Puppy.
It looks like a calico fox.
Also, it's not completely
Calico foxes
fox
don't-
shaped.
I mean, you're comparing it to something like that, yes.
Yeah, it's not completely fox shaped. The head is that of a vulpine, one of the ears even still being intact.
I don't know what that is.
Vulpine is a fox.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but you're saying it's not completely fox shaped, but it has a fox head.
yes, it has a fox head, specifically a skull with one ear that is intact. The rest of it, however, looks more like, especially in daylight. Let's see if I can remember how I described this properly. It looks more like patchwork. It's large, it's bulky, the legs don't seem to quite fit the shape, and it has
No.
razor sharp claws. As this
So-
specific one moves around on all fours.
So my
Mikey's was on two
question
legs.
is- My question is, it's directly behind me, like essentially breathing over my shoulder.
That's what it looks like when you're looking at your reflection.
Has anyone seen the old Lion King recently and remember how Rafiki punches over his shoulder?
Yes.
Was that too obscure a reference?
I think
No,
I
I
know
got
what
the
you're talking
How would
reference.
about.
that be if that's an obscure reference, then I need to perish.
I
Yeah, it's
remember
too
it
obscure
clear
for
as
me, I'm
day,
sorry.
but-
Only watch the Lion
I
King
remember it
once,
clear as
and
day,
I
but
do
my
know
brain
it's
works
true.
weird, so I was worried.
Mhm.
Was Kovu in that one?
So,
No.
upon spotting this thing for the third time, and it being right there, you react swirling around as you try to punch over your shoulder, only to almost deck a guy passing by. Oi,
Honestly,
what's it?
relatable.
Sorry. Been dealing with my demons.
Clearly. And they kind of brush themselves off and continue walking.
Good
You do
heavens.
not see the creature.
Why are you punching random passerbys, Tharmand?
You're a
I-
demon.
I also
What?
share this question.
Demons are real, yes, but that person definitely was not one.
Are you a nun, perhaps?
I'm a cleric.
I wasn't talking to you.
Uh,
Damn.
Tharmand is a nun, then.
It happened a while back. Saw it in a reflection. It seems to be following me. As far as I know, Mikey had one too. And Kaiser. Though I think he'll deny it.
Star, Chomsky, as you look into the stack of steel ingots, give me perception checks.
Oh, boy. Let me grab my diamond ore.
So it's talking about it that spreads the curse. You're welcome.
Perception.
While looking in a reflection, yes.
My perception.
3. D20.
You
Also,
should at least
Carmen,
have
you're still
something
GM
for
rolling.
it. Wisdom is
I
your
turned
casting
that off.
stat.
I realized.
Ooh.
Sar, you don't see anything.
Yeah, of course.
Neither do you, Chomsky.
Yay.
Okay.
Lovely.
How strange.
Mm.
Kaiser will 100% deny it.
I've known
Kaiser,
these
have
guys
you
for a while,
seen-
but I don't believe what they're saying.
Kaiser, have you seen anything like this?
Nah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Have I ever lied to you?
I
Well,
don't know you enough.
No. But I didn't see anything. This isn't like that duck situation, is it?
Oh, just take my
what
word
duck
for it. We'll keep
situation?
going.
Okay.
It's not a duck, is it?
No.
Okay, good. I'm afraid of ducks.
You're afraid of ducks.
Yeah.
Chomsky, I forgot about that. Chomsky now has a phobia of ducks.
Are you scared of eagles? And Sar is just looking so intently at you because he is very much obviously an eagle.
No, just ducks.
Okay. That's
I
quite
picked up
pathetic.
a baby duck and they all attacked me.
Why would you pick up a baby duck?
It was cute.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I didn't.
That
How
sounds-
cute was it?
It was Lakane cute.
Lakane is not that cute.
That's hurtful.
Chomsky looks offended.
Chomsky took offense. How did that come?
Sar just you just see
Lakane
the
just looks sad.
translucent membrane just go over Sar's eyes as he blinks at y'all like, what the fuck am I?
And still
Okay.
staring.
Fucking weird.
Anything else at Traveler's Rest before the group moves on?
No, that I know of.
Hope has everything she needs.
Alright, then after another 6 days of traveling, that's very much the same. You finally arrive at the capital of Dracarius.
By the way, over the days of traveling, Hope will be making find familiar scrolls.
Alright, keep track of how many you make and how much material you have.
She only has enough money money and material to. Oh, actually, she only has enough money to make 4 of them right now.
Okay. As you're approaching, you actually see it the day before you arrive. In the distance, you see massive stone walls encircling a city off in the distance that is backed up to a cliff. And as you approach closer, you end up in a line of sorts as guards let people in one at a time. Merchants being told to go to one side as they have their paperwork and such checked. And regular citizens just have their identities verified before entry.
Out of curiosity, Game Master, does Hope
Yes.
have paperwork for being a scroll merchant?
Did Hope bother with the paperwork to be a scroll merchant?
She would have bothered with the paperwork.
Ready? The paperwork actually isn't hard to get and it's not expensive. It's
Okay.
2 gold pieces and obviously the paperwork. So subtract that from your original starting amount and you're good. So yes, you would have the paperwork. The rest of your group, however, are not merchants.
Mm-hmm. So Hope
So they have to go through
has
the
to
other line.
deviate.
Yes, Hope has to deviate. And you're
Goodbye,
also
Hope.
aware, as a merchant, that if you don't, and you try to sell in the city without your papers being checked, you could be fined and even lose your merchant license.
Yeah. So she is deviating, and she is making sure that her papers get checked.
The rest of you have no issues, and Hope's paperworks are scrutinized a little bit longer than they should be until the other guard slaps that one upside the head and calls him a name before letting Hope through. Clearly that guy's just a dick. There's always
Yeah,
one.
my way to call another one.
There's always one.
Mhm.
And you guys meet back up. The city is busy and bustling, and it has 3 cores to it. You have the outer ring where you're at now. This is where the merchants first arrive from Traveler's Rest and some other areas, mostly. But as it spreads out from here, you see like smaller houses, and some of them are in at least slight disrepair despite being in the capital. So you're clearly in the poorer section of the city. You also would be aware that there should be a port of some kind to this city. So where would you like to go from here? I will say that upon entering, because Dracarius is so large, you are given a map of the city. I've not finished my map of the city, so I apologize for that. I don't have it to pull up for you guys. But I will say you're given a map of the city, which shows you where, the market streets are, where the inns are, where some restaurants are, and that kind of thing. You were also warned that without permission, trying to enter the noble district could get you in a lot of trouble, so just try to stay out without permission.
Hope is going to turn to all of you and go, all right, I have some scrolls to sell, and I have some things to gather. I will get back to you, I believe. Does anybody wish to join me, first off?
I would.
Okay. You are welcome.
Very welcome.
Welcome to come. And she's going to kind of just merrily skip off to the merchants, some stores and such.
Yeah.
All right. So the kobold and the gnome are going off shopping and selling things.
Oh,
What are the rest of you doing?
She's not
Kobold?
a kobold, she's a tiefling.
Kobold
Apologies. Apologies.
Was racist.
moment. Yeah.
Dude, look, I didn't sleep well last night. I'm running on almost nothing, and I should have been in bed over an hour ago. Leave me alone. I was-
Imagine going to bed so early. Old men, am I right?
I gotta get up at 3 a.m. You can shut it.
I know.
You can call it here if you need to get up that early, dog.
Oh my god.
We're almost done. It's almost time. You've got 30 minutes left.
No.
So the tiefling and the gnome go off to do some shopping and selling. What do the rest of you do?
Look for plate armor.
I'm looking to make what I sent you.
Oh, I do have a message from you. Let me check it. No.
Why?
Oh my
It doesn't have to
goodness.
be that big.
I'm curious.
And I'm willing to pay for it.
You don't have the gold to pay for it.
Au
Oh my
contraire, I
goodness.
have
God.
500 more jasper, 'an amethyst lodestone, and 10 sapphires.
Oh my goodness.
Apologies.
Oh my goodness.
Apologies. Actually,
And
that
if I
still
can
may not
buy
be
the
enough.
sword, and if I can buy the sword as a blank, all I have to do is make the sheath with the hammerhead on it.
Oh my. That sounds fun.
You know what?
It doesn't seem outside the realm of possibilities.
You know what? Fine. But it's
I have
considered
to
a
make it.
magic. Actually, I'm going to say you can't craft this.
Okay.
You'll have to pay somebody to craft this.
Ooh.
Okay. That's why I bought the paper. That's what I've been scribbling on this journey. Is designs for this.
All right, let's start with Kaiser. You wanted full plate.
Uh-huh.
Give me just a second. You are easily enough able to find it in the city, especially since this is going to be since this is the capital and it is the first stop from the Dwarven Kingdom, you're easily able to find full plate armor.
Hell yeah. God damn, bro. The fucking. I just saw what Darwin posted. What the fuck
Yeah.
is even that, bro?
It's
It-
called a
It doesn't
trick
have to
weapon.
be that big.
It's called a trick weapon. It's a bloodborne thing.
Is it got a sheath sword?
Oh,
inside it?
yeah,
God, I want
that
to play
one.
Bloodborne. Why have they never ported it? I'm going to explode.
Prey
This is a pro
slaughter.
tunnel.
They will never port it.
I know.
Anyways,
They
your
are
plate armor.
making, they are working on making the oh, I can't remember what it is.
They are modding it. Well, some people are going out of their way to take Bloodborne and put it on PC.
Yes.
Not legally, but I don't
Yes.
give a fuck.
No one does. Sony shouldn't have been fucking stingy, and that is literally everyone's perspective on it. Like they'd have made a shit ton of money if they just ported it, but they wanted to be stingy. So,
Yeah.
Anyways,
right. Moving on. Your plate armor goes for 1,500 gold pieces.
Thank you. 150 and I'm out.
1,500 gold pieces.
I said what I said. I handed him platinum.
Okay. Darman.
Aye.
Darmand.
Hey, what can I do for you, lad?
Sing the song of your people now.
If
I am
only.
a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Awesome.
love
Hi
that
ho!
There you
All
go.
hail hole.
Yeah.
Hi ho! Hi ho! It's home from work we go.
You know, I've only seen Snow White like twice in my life.
I've never seen Snow White, to be honest.
I hated watching princess movies as a child.
I thought they were for girls.
I thought they were for girls too.
I should change that and watch some. I don't know if I still have
It's a
Disney Plus
Disney
or not.
classic. It's worth it to watch it.
However,
Okay.
Sleeping Beauty is something different, though. It's
Yes.
no regular
Yeah.
princess movie. It's one of those where you're like, oh my god, how did they manage to get that in there?
You can't keep getting away with this.
And
Yeah.
now you'll deal with me, O prince, and all the powers of hell! That's a literal line.
Yeah.
Would you shake a
Yes.
poor sinner's hand?
Oh, I love that line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
Shut up. But we're fucking locked. We got locked.
All right. Suddenly karaoke.
We're locked.
Locked.
All right,
fuck.
Tharman, I've got a pricing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I've got a
I might be
pricing.
in trouble. All right.
I think you are going to be in trouble, but I think this is fair for what you want. Because both pieces of this have to be magic items, and it'll have to be special crafted off of schematics you drew. It is going to cost you a minimum of 1,500 gold pieces.
That's
Tharman,
so
what
much
makes
cheaper
this
than I
a
thought
magical
was going to
item?
be.
That's a
much was
minimum,
it?
and hang on, that's the minimum, and that's for them to attempt the first one. If they botch it, you will have to pay more.
1,500, by the way, Tharman.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
1,500 gold. The same as the full plate.
This may take some doing.
No one's made anything like this.
I know. I'm gonna have to do some math. Y'all move on to the next person and come back to me. Circle back.
Double and give it to the next person.
Alrighty, Star, what are you doing? You're the only one that didn't go with anybody.
I think he would have ended up going with Kaiser and Co. just to get a lay of the land, because he's never been here before. Actually, no, he has been here before.
Has he been here before?
Yeah, he
Forbidden lore.
definitely has.
Alright, back to Hope and Chomsky then.
Well, Hope is going to... She's not going to a scroll merchant for this, but she's going to other merchants, traveling or otherwise, to sell the Find Familiar scrolls for 100 gold pieces each. Reason being is she's going to pitch it as it's going to be a cost-effective, free help that, while it is limited, will be you won't have to pay for, except for the scroll itself.
Yes, but the scroll is consumed upon use, and what happens should something happen to the familiar?
Well, you're going to have to buy another scroll, but that is part of the issues. At the very least, while you're traveling, it might be a little bit dangerous, but you can always have your the familiar stay inside. And if you have something that can be articulated, like some kind of fairy or sprite, well, its abilities might be limited as far as carrying and such. It can do paperwork.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. That was a very good argument, but I'm still gonna make you roll for it.
Oops. That is gonna be a 22. I accidentally forgot to do the keep highest one.
That's all right. With the
What's
22,
wrong?
with the 22, you succeed in
Yeah.
talking them into paying the higher price for it.
Woo! Okay.
Yippee.
She is now
Did you
going...
forget I had that?
Nope.
She is now going to search for a bag of holding.
Roll me a D100.
78.
Still no.
I also would like to find a bag of hoarding.
Roll me a D100. Maybe you will
Beautiful.
spot something she didn't.
No.
What's
No,
a bag of
brilliant.
hoarding?
Yeah, so I'm rolling this based off of percentages. I'd set it at a 25% chance to find it. Chomsky, you find a shop with one.
Oh,
Only one?
how much could this be? And what color is it?
It is 300 gold pieces, and it is a plain brown one.
Well, shit. How much silver pieces would I need for 41 gold?
Didn't you get one, the ugly one from the other town?
No,
was
that was
me.
the other player,
Okay,
the one who missed tonight's session.
got it.
How much silver pieces would I need to...
How much?
That's something
10
like
silver is
that.
1 gold.
10 silver is 1 gold.
Wait, who's missing
have-
tonight's session?
I have to do math.
Albedo?
Hold on.
Oh,
So I have 100 or 259 gold.
Then you do not have enough to afford this bag.
But I have a bunch of silver.
Well, how much do you have enough to transfer it?
100 silver equals 1 gold.
Well, 10 silver equals 1 gold.
10 silver.
Sorry. Whoops, my bad. That's copper.
I
Yeah,
need 41 times
gold
10.
pieces. Yep,
Yes.
that would be 4,100.
How much is the bag of holding being sold for?
300 gold.
Wah.
Are you gonna snipe it from him?
Well,
What about copper pieces?
100 copper to a
100
gold
copper
piece.
to gold.
I can't afford it.
Hope
Could I
is
try
not
to-
going to snipe it from him.
Could I try to... what's the word? Convince...
Hang on.
the-
Hope, what were you gonna do?
How much gold? Well, how much gold do you have, Chomsky?
I have 259.
Okay, I can provide you the rest, or we can go halvesies on it and we can share it.
I like this idea. How much was it? 300?
300.
And she is going to
Half
provide
would be 150 each.
She's going to provide 150 too.
I can do that.
Alright, you each pay 150 and you have a bag of holding to share.
She is going to be putting
Awesome.
500 gold pieces into the bag and go, that's going to be for safekeeping just in case the whole contract mess that you made with a mad wizard doesn't falls through.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I'll let you hold on to the bag.
Thank you.
Don't worry about that, Tharman. I'm fully aware of that item. I haven't forgotten. I'm surprised you remembered.
Oh boy, I
Can't
wonder
remember
what it
anything.
is.
By the way, if Hope ever sees the guard who is being a dick to her, just traveling around, she's going to try and surreptitiously hit him with a
Murder.
charge of wand of smiles.
You know what? Just to see if that happens, after 4 hours, roll a D100. We'll see if you spot him while you're going to meet up with everybody else.
28.
You do! You do happen to see him. He is off the clock, grumbling to himself as he makes his way somewhere else.
Yeah, she's going to try
Gasp.
and surreptitiously use a charge of the wand to try and force him to smile.
What's the saving throw on that? And
It's
give me
a
a sleight of hand
DC
check.
It's a DC 10 charisma saving throw, and that might not be too good, but she's going to do it anyways. Oh yeah. It's
No,
8.
you're very obvious.
Okay.
What did this person do?
Be a dick
he was,
to Hope.
he was taking a little
Oh.
bit longer. I was hoping that maybe making him smile would improve his day.
Oh, that's nice.
He
Being
just gives you a
oblivious.
dirty look when he sees you point the wand at him, but assumes you didn't do anything since nothing happens.
Have a good day, sir.
He just
waves
huffs.
at him.
Yeah, he just huffs at you too.
Backflips.
Sorry for my slurp.
I wonder if a backflip will make him happy.
Alright,
Who knows?
so I don't have the names of my inns. I had written down 4 of them for the city, depending on what quadrant you happen to be in when you go to rest. I will have to try to find that for next session, and hopefully my map of the city will be finished by then.
Mm-hmm.
I failed my backflip.
I'm also going to do a smaller version for the capital of the Dwarven kingdom in the mountains.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to get done before we call it for the night? Because we have 12 more minutes.
Circle back. Circle back.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
I believe
we'll
I'm
circle
ready
back
now.
to you. Alright.
Would backflip be athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dexterity
forgot.
based.
I forgot
Dexterity based.
that mine
Yeah.
got increased, so that would be a 9 for that failed backflip.
Huzzah.
It is not a very good backflip and you sprained your ankle. Good job.
Oh, I need a medic bag.
We don't have a medic here.
Alright. Alright, Dallas.
Wait, shit, I'm the medic. Fuck.
Yes, you are the medic.
Where are you?
Sar sees that
Yeah.
Chomsky's injured and slowly starts to back up and walk away.
Just fucking Homer.
Maybe he
Simpson
didn't see me.
push. Star.
It's a Tharmand.
Yes. I'm going to try and pedal off this amethyst lodestone.
Are you sure you want to pedal off your amethyst lodestone for this?
I haven't used it.
This is true. You have it, and it's worth 10k in gold.
Is there anyone around who has 10k lying around?
mom.
The bank.
The bank.
Bang.
Or do I need to go
Scariest
see
thing
whoever rules the city?
You're going to.
You've already been told you can't get into the noble district without invitation.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself, and my
Even
leg
when I
is
flash the dwarven amulet?
That might help. However, first you want to see if there's somewhere you could sell it. How do you go about this process?
Oh, I forgot about the amulet. Oh my god.
Going from place to place, asking who has a certain set amount of money and would be interested in buying a magical item for a large sum.
Roll me 2 D100s. Each one is for a different
Oh.
thing.
Oh shit.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Those could have been better.
Well, they're close.
Mhm.
Do I get bonus points for only being 5 points off of each other?
After going to about 4 of these shops, you feel something rummage around your bag.
Junior, bagged.
Junior hops out of your beard and up onto your tusk and like roars at something behind you, and you hear someone fall on their ass and run.
Turn around and chase after them.
They book it down an alley to the one side. Give me a perception check. See if you can tell which alley it was in. So you turn down the alley you think they went down and it's empty.
The amethyst
These
is
people
gone,
can't
isn't
see
it?
for shit.
You check your bag, and nothing was taken. You felt it before they got their hands on it. But they did. You could tell they were trying to get to the amethyst lodestone specifically.
I will take the pouch and tuck it into the beard with Junior.
Yeah, no one wants to mess with that.
Yes, with
Anyone-
the baby T-Rex.
Anyone
No,
who
people
attempts to
mess with
pickpocket
Junior,
me
not
will
the
get
beard.
bitten.
I love how everyone forgets you have Junior until something like this happens.
It's
Junior for
sad
the
because
win.
he's so damn cute.
I know, right? Makane is just as cute as Junior.
Anyways, you do eventually find someone willing to buy it, but they're only willing to pay 8 grand.
Mhm.
I understand it's really worth more than that. Is there
It
anything else
is.
you could throw in?
It is, but I have to make a profit off of it when I sell it.
One of those people.
Buying it at
You
8
gonna make-
grand, I could sell it for about 10. I'd be making roughly a 20% profit. I think I'm being more than generous.
Is this guy being an ass?
Not intentionally. He sounds a tad pompous, but he's not intending to. He is
Okay.
legitimately trying to explain his thoughts. He's not trying to be a dick about it, but he certainly sounds like it.
Or you could just
Okay.
remove him from this mortal coil and take it. Both.
Yeah,
Punch him in the stomach.
this is true.
Are you gonna try to murder
Murder?
hobo your way out of this?
Murder hobo?
Is Starman gonna
Murder
murder
him, you
hobo?
must.
No. Thurmond is more noble than that. And
Murder
he'll
him, you
take
will.
the 8 grand.
Not even gonna try to haggle any further?
No,
Alright.
20%
You
is
get-
a fair price.
You get 8 grand for the amethyst lodestone. That was worth 10.
I would have gotten 9 grand out of that.
And
You
I'm
should have
going
taken
to,
Hope with you. Hope could have gotten you the full price, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask him who is the most skilled smith around.
I'm surprised you don't know, but you're gonna want to see a young elven lad. Don't let his
Boy.
appearance fool you. He is a young half-elf. His hair is tied back, and part of his hair will cover one eye. You'll know it's him when you see his hammer strike steel, and there's a green glow.
Am I thinking of the same elf?
Armand will smile with grit teeth. Thank you very much.
Doesn't like elven smiths, does he?
You can almost hear his back teeth crack. He's gritting his mouth so much.
20 strength, baby.
The man's eyes, as he gets this reaction, goes, "Look, I understand, but the young lad did train under a dwarf and is trained very well. He's the best in the city for a reason. Try not to be
He's
try not to be like that. He gets enough crap from the dwarves in the area." What did you say?
Understood.
Now you have a good
nice
day.
Jinx.
Do you go find this half elf?
I will wander off.
Do you go to
Yes.
find the half elf?
Yes.
I think we got time for this introduction. You amble the area up. It's gonna be in one of the quadrants in the outer ring where the smithies are kept because of the noise and the flames and the heat. There are plenty of dwarves and even humans that are smithing away, with shopkeepers that are trying to peddle their wares and services. And you do come across a lowly little shop with a young half-elf. He has silver hair that's tied back into a ponytail, but part of the hair still comes down to cover the right eye. He is forging away at what looks to be a long sword, and every time he strikes the red-hot steel, there's what seem to be green sparks coming from the hammer he uses. He looks rather young for someone to be called a master smith.
Isabella.
Excuse me. Trying to put on a normal accent.
Hello, kind sir.
The
Okay, Mr. 5x5.
Yeah.
By the way, did anyone go with Tharmand for this?
I don't
Armin
think so.
disappeared.
I mean,
We're like, damn,
unless
how did
Tharmand
5x5 do?
met with Hope, she would not be there.
I mean, he wouldn't have actively looked out for anyone, but he wouldn't have hidden from them.
Mhm.
The city is large and everyone's doing their own thing. That's why I was asking if anyone tried to meet up with you. Okay, as you say this, the hammer stops mid-swing as the young man kind of jumps a little bit, startled, and turns to look at you, Tharmand. Yeah? Can I help you?
I hear you're the best smith around.
I don't necessarily agree with that. Neither would anyone else with shops near here. His shop is rather small and dinky. Give me a perception check.
Perception 4.
Yeah, it just looks like a rather small, rundown shop.
Nonetheless, I have it on good word that you are the best.
You know what? Hang on. I'll give you advantage because you would know smithing.
Oh,
That was all you needed. You just had to beat a 10.
could have been a
You
24.
notice- It could have been, which is a shame. It should have been. But you notice that all of the weapons that are currently made, even the incomplete ones that don't have hilts or guards yet, all the blades themselves are definitely master-worthy, and a few are even magical to some degree. So while the shop is run down, the quality cannot be argued.
Let's see. Any good smith worth his steel gets tired of making the same old thing. Do you understand me?
He kind of pauses and he takes the sword he was working on and sticks it back into the forge to get red hot. What do you have in mind?
Something special. And I'll show him the plans.
He looks them over and kind of ponders. Let's see, you steal for the blade. Looking at your designs for this. Iron be too heavy, but steel would also not do. I could make a
weight isn't the
lightweight.
problem. And I'll gesture to the colossal greatsword on my back.
He nods to it and goes, that's not necessarily where I'm going with this. So if I make it with this I can maybe make this, but might I ask why you would want such a thing?
Bring honor to my name. You see,
it is
And to hunt.
You see, I am from a far-off land. I need to make a name for myself while I'm here, before I return home.
I see, and how exactly do you plan to do that? I'm not keen making weapons for someone who would use them for bad things.
The fuck are weapons used for?
No.
Well, not bad things.
I never said he made weapons willingly.
Self-defense.
Not going to
I'll
lie
name my
to you.
self-defense weapon.
There are some people out there who most likely deserve an end brought by my hands,
Smash your skull open.
but only those who do true evil in this world deserve that end. I aim to
imagine
preserve
hissing
that
at
balance.
Baldur.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I imagine he's looking at this half elf, with the thought of that glorious.
Oh, this half elf also nice.
hammer.
This half elf is also rather scrawny looking, based on what you can see. Like the arm muscles are definitely well defined, but they definitely look skinny. With the 19, you succeed.
Batter
He kind of
I'm
nods a
willing
little
to
bit.
help.
He nods a little bit and sighs. I will try to make this, but it won't be cheap and it might take a couple tries. I understand some people are bad to that degree, but try to use this for the best interest of others.
Of course.
I picked up the hammer because the man that took me in was a smith, and he fought tooth and nail for those who deserved a chance that they never got. This is his hammer I used to forge with today. You break that promise, and the weapon may not hold. Give me 3 days for the first prototype, and I'll see what I can do.
And I'll hold out my hand.
He will shake it. It'll be 1,500 gold for the first try.
Right?
I need 15,000.
Also, one more question. Did you try to inspect the hammer when he mentioned it?
Sure.
Give me a No. Give me a history check.
I'm gonna hop off, y'all. It's late.
All
for me.
right.
Night,
Good
y'all.
night.
Last name.
Good night.
Nope, you don't recognize the hammer then.
Alright, good night.
He was lying.
All right.
And
Thank you for joining us for Lairs and Legends. I hope everyone has a good night.
Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.